Welcome. Welcome to our annual Day of Remembrance ceremony, in which we remember all of the University of Houston students, alumni, faculty, and staff who died in 2022. My name is Reverend Tamika Nelson. I serve as the Executive Director of United Campus Ministry of Greater Houston, and also I have the privilege of being the Vice President of Campus Ministry Association here at the A.D. Bruce Religion Center. Some of you intimately experienced loss, while others comforted those who grieved. Or perhaps you were a place of refuge for someone who was a caregiver. No matter your role, no matter your experience, we are here for a shared experience, to remember those we've loved and those we've lost. Gather today is a collective of people from various backgrounds, from various faiths and traditions with various beliefs, all beautiful yet different. We invite you to bring forth those cherished memories, those traditions and beliefs in this collective moment of reflection as we remember our beloved Cougs. Now I'd like to invite Rabbi Kenny Wise forward to offer our invocation.
Our God and God of our ancestors, we thank you for the opportunity to gather together in memory and tribute to those members of our University of Houston community who died this past year. Today, our combined voices ensure that our memories of them will not diminish and their contributions will endure. The variety and diversity of our university community appears in every classroom, residence hall, and walkway. Those students, faculty, and staff who came before us helped create a vibrant and relevant community of learning and living of which we are the beneficiaries. Today's memorial service teaches us that the University of Houston is more than just you and I, those of us who occupy these halls of learning today, but includes those who came before us. Of course, thought and reflection are not enough. May each of us, through our own actions, further the mission of the University of Houston in the spirit of those who preceded us. We are honored to welcome the Interim Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs for the University of Houston System and Interim Vice President for Student Affairs for the University of Houston to the podium, Dr. Daniel Maxwell.
Good afternoon. On behalf of President Renu Couture and our entire University of Houston community, thank you for joining us today for the celebration of life in memory of all members of the Cougar Nation who left us over this last year. As we come together, I share from my own faith community a prayer from the Book of Common Prayer of the Episcopal Church. We give thanks for each of our loved ones whom we remember today, for all the ways in which their lives touched ours, for the difficult as well as the good times, for the ways in which their lives and their love continue to be with us. In our sadness and with thanksgiving, we will remember them. Each person who works or attends the University of Houston, regardless if it was for a semester or a lifetime, is an important thread in this magical tapestry that makes the University of Houston such a special community. Whether your loved one contributed to our community in the classroom or a laboratory, or by taking care of our grounds and facilities, or engaged in student activities or a campus event, or by their continued care for our great university through their time, talent, and treasure as alumnus, each of them mattered. Their passion, dedication, and joy for the betterment of the Cougar Nation will never be forgotten by those who best knew them and for those whom they interacted with while with us. Each of them left this university better than the day that they first arrived, and we will forever be grateful for their time with us. It is never easy to say goodbye, whether we're anticipating someone's passing due to an illness or are surprised and devastated by their sudden loss of life. At that time and for some time that follows, we feel that maybe something may be missing in our lives, and we seek comfort and understanding. I hope that our program today brings you some level of peace in your own journey. I leave with you an Irish prayer. May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind always be at your back. May the sunshine warm upon your face and rains fall soft upon your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand. Thank you for being with us today.
I invite the representatives from our student body, faculty, staff, alumni, and friends to please come forward. As we prepare to light the candles of remembrance for those who've died, you are invited to look through your program insert and take a moment to reflect on those names that we've lost in our UH community. For our students, whose efforts here give us hope for a better future, we remember them. For our faculty members who tirelessly devote themselves to serving our students, we remember them. For our staff, who provide countless services so that our students and faculty can flourish, we remember them. For our alumni and friends who support and represent our UH community worldwide, we remember them.
Please join me responsibly in the booklets that we received as we entered the chapel. At the rising of the sun and at its setting, at the blowing of the wind and in the chill of the winter, at the opening of the buds and in the rebirth of spring, at the rustling of the leaves and in the beauty of autumn, at the beginning of the year and when it ends, together, as long as we live, they too will live, for they will always be part of us as we remember them. When we are weary and in need of strength, when we are lost and sick at heart, when we have joy we crave to share, when we have decisions that are difficult to make, when we have achievements that are based on theirs, as long as we live, they too will live, for they will always be part of us as we remember them. We now take a few moments for silent prayer and to examine and find reflection in the prayers that are in the remainder of our pamphlets.
Thank you. Thank you all for collectively sharing in this moment of remembrance. Campus ministers of various faith expressions are graciously available to provide comfort or share in reflections of those we're here to honor and remember. You can find their contact information on the 80 Bruce Religion Center website. After we adjourn, please join us upstairs for a reception and connect with members of our Cougar community. We'll ask that you allow for the first couple of rows to dismiss before exiting. If you are unable to locate your loved one's name in the program, please see Cheyenne at the rear of the chapel. Again, thank you. Thank you for sharing this space with us, and may you go in peace.